married life together.
What's that doing to that? Is that on your? Yeah. It's real disability. Great thing. And joy, we thank God for his blessing of love, which we celebrate today, formally consecrating the love of Michael Rubin and Yifat Hamami for each other. May they always rejoice in their love, graced by delight through their mutual affection. O Lord our God, source of all blessing, fulfill every worthy wish of their hearts. Open their eyes to the beauty and the mystery of the love they hold for each other, every day as today. May their life together embrace and nurture the promise of this moment, so that all who know them will call them truly blessed. Let us say, Amen. Michael and Yifat, you know through the discussions that we've had that the ceremony is divided basically into two parts. The ceremony of the Irusin, the betrothal, represented by the first cup that we will drink, and then the Kiddushin, the actual consecration of that betrothal to the full status of marriage. And through the delight and enjoyment of wine, we recognize the life of marriage together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafel. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher hishan b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu ala arayot v'asar lanu et ha'arusot v'hikir lanu v'nesuot lanu al-yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai megadesh amo Yisrael al-yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Drink from the glass, if you would, Michael. If you would, Dory, to help Yifat to raise the veil, to share with Yifat the wine. And as you share this cup of wine, so may you share all things from this day forward with love and understanding. One of the central features of the ceremony, you know, is the exchange of the rings. Right?
Sounds like a cue.
With phone calls from Israel, who knows what the day will bring. But, Michael, if you would, to place upon Yifat's right index finger, to turn to one another, look each other in the eyes, and Michael, as you repeat the ancient formula of your people, Harei, At, Mekudeshet, Li, B'taba'at, Zo, Kedat, Moshe, Yisrael. By this ring, you are betrothed to me. As my wife. In accordance with the law. Of Moses and the people Israel. Yifat, you would now take the ring from Michael, place it upon his right index finger. It was placed upon the right index finger actually in order to show the edim that the bride had received the rightful ring and value thereof. If you place the ring upon Michael's finger, the words that you've chosen to say to Michael at this moment, Harei, Ani, Mekudeshet, Lecha, Be'ahava, Uvesimcha. Behold, I am betrothed unto you in love and happiness. Actually, I probably didn't have to repeat the Hebrew for you, but it's okay. Turn back forward. Can't say that we've been meeting a long time in preparation for this wedding, but Michael, I've known you for a while. Known you through your family, through, unfortunately, moments of sorrow. But such is the nature of life cycle that we now gather for moments of joy. In the book of Hosea, the prophet, the description of the relationship of husband and wife, of love, is actually the model of the Jewish people and God. The words read, Ve'erastikli le'olam, Ve'erastikli b'tzedek u'b'mishpat, B'chesed u'b'rachamim, Ve'erastikli be'emunah, V'yadat et Adonai. I betroth thee to me forever. I betroth thee to me in righteousness, in justice, in loving kindness, and in mercy. I betroth thee to me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord. The way I see the words of Hosea, there's a three-part relationship. Ve'erastikli le'olam, I betroth thee forever. That is the simple level of the husband and wife that you stand here today. There's a hope of an everlasting relationship. We know that in this world that not all marriages take their full endurance. But that's the lessons of life, is how to make each moment better, how to learn, and how to bring new meaning into every relationship. And so, Yifat and Michael, I know that as you start today, Yifat, you told me, in fact, that whatever nervousness you had was a hope that this would be le'olam, right? That this would last forever. It's a natural desire for any bride and groom on their wedding day. The vows you recited reflect that sense of kedusha, of holiness. Kiddushin means to set aside for a holy purpose, kadosh. And you have set each other aside for a holy purpose, that of marriage. No longer just an unwed couple in a relationship, but you are now wedded, which means new obligation. You also enter into a new relationship with in-laws. Michael, you have yet to meet yours, but will shortly. And if they're anything like Yifat and her other family members here, you will be very proud and very happy to receive them into your family. Yifat, I know that you enter into a wonderful, wonderful family, to bring them new meaning, to bring them the love of another daughter. You bring, Michael, by the way, into your life, I hope you know, the entire Yemenite community. You bring in a love of tradition, a love of life, that I have a special particular affinity for the Temanim. And within that integration of culture, hopefully you will find additional joy and life in every life cycle event. And ve'erastichli be'emunah, ve'yadat et Adonai, I betroth thee to me in faithfulness, and you shall know God. We stand here under chuppah, symbolizing home and also the presence of God. The home is open on all sides. I know that you told me you look forward to having a house open to everyone, to bring in family and friends, to serve as a focus of enjoyment. That is the symbol of the chuppah. Your family and friends stand on all sides of you at this moment. It's hopefully a foreshadowing of what the rest of your lives will bring with you. The additional meaning of the ring, a sign of eternity. Bringing in God into relationship is how we sanctify ourselves. So with your new bound relationship, with your new family, new friends, and bringing the sanctity of God, we hope that your relationship brings forward peace and happiness, the promise of fulfillment, the hopes of children in the future to enjoy and to nurture. You told me the importance of family to both of you, of creating your own and of sharing with yours. The ketubah, as was signed earlier, is a statement of that relationship, signed by witnesses, friends of the family. It attests to the new status of your relationship. B'echad b'Shabbat, b'echad b'Shrim Yom l'Chodesh Cheshvan, Shnat 5750, לבריאת עולם, למניין שאנו מונים כאן באנסינו, במדינת אמריקה הצפונית דרך החתן, מיכאל בר פסח ז"ל, המכונה רובן, אמר לה להד הבתולתא יפעת בת אהוליה ואסנת, המכונה חממי. On the first day of the week, the 21st day of the month, Cheshvan, in the year 5750, corresponding to the 19th of November 1989, the Holy Covenant of Marriage was entered into at Encino between the bridegroom Michael Rubin and his bride Yifat Hamami. The covenant of marriage was duly executed and witnessed this day according to the customs of Israel and signed by your friends and witnesses, Al and Steve. At this moment, I would like you to present to Yifat the ketubah. It was traditionally held by the bride's family to ensure the financial responsibility at any future date. Michael, please hand it over to Yifat. Yifat, this ketubah belongs to you, and I hope it will serve as a reminder of the sanctity of the relationship which you begin today. You know that in Judaism, before every act, before every ritual, there is a blessing. To be thankful for what we have, to acknowledge the role of God in our lives. So sacred and wonderful is marriage that there are 7 blessings, the Sheva Brachot. The response of the family and friends of Amen to each and every blessing shows their inclusion within the blessing and their hope for the fulfillment of each and every blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol bara lefodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzei ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzat adam b'tzalmo b'tzelem demut tavnito v'itkin lo mimeno v'inyan adei Baruch atah Adonai yotzei ha'adam. Zos tasis v'tagel ha'akara v'kibutz banecha letocha v'simcha. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach Zion bevanecha. Sameach tesamach re'im ahuvim tesamechecha yetzecha began eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach hatan v'chalaha. Baruch asher bara sason v'simcha chatan v'chala gila rina tehitza v'herva ahava v'achava v'shalom v'rehut Meher Adonai Eloheinu Yeshad Me'arei Yehuda U'vechutzot Yerushalayim Kol sason v'kol simcha Kol chatan v'kol kahala Kol mitzchalot chatanim mechupatam U'ne'areim me'mishtei neginatam Baruch atah Adonai Mesameach atah Im HaKala. Michael, if you would drink the Leitokam, you would raise the veil and even leave it up this time. Michael, we have here a third cup. This ritual is usually reserved for the Sheva Brachot of Birkat Hamazon. I've chosen to include it here in your ceremony because of the beauty. This cup I know is from your family and has served every year as the Kos Eliyahu, the cup of Elijah. The cup of Elijah represents a hope for the Yemot Mashiach, the days of the Messiah. And it's appropriate then that this cup serve as the third and final cup. A hope that you will find the peace and the beauty of the perfect world together in your hope to create a perfect family. And so we take together the 2 cups of wine, each symbolizing you as individuals. Michael is symbolically joined together with Yifat. You are joined in a synthesis which brings both together. It brings a new fragrance. It brings a new taste to life. And just as these 2 wines are together forever, so may you also share your life for an eternity. Since both of you have joined voluntarily, right, in this ceremony, which binds you together in marriage, abiding by the laws of the state of California, acting in accordance with the law of Moses and the people of Israel, you, Michael, and you, Yifat, are now officially husband and wife. But before you kiss the bride for the first time as husband and wife, there is the breaking of the glass. The glass is often misunderstood because it tells us that we are cognizant of all of life around us. Even in our greatest moments of joy, we are reminded of the rest of the world. And while we are mindful, though, we do not tamper with our own joy. We rebound in life, and hence, after the breaking of the glass, there is the kiss and the joy of life together. So, Michael, I'm going to place this on the ground. Actually, I'm going to have you turn a little bit to your family and friends. You're going to do it with your right foot, which is symbolic of strength. It's important that you do it after I remove my hand from it. Insurance only covers me on synagogue grounds, so. And it's our hope that your life together will bring always the promise of the love that is shared with all these people who sit here today with you. Mazal tov! Mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov. Yehelanu, 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 olecha Yisrael. Yehelanu, yehelanu, olecha Yisrael. Mazal tov.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
All right, you Mazal tov. Enjoy You guys have to stand here all day, okay? I hope I have to stay up all day. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Y'all get over there. All right, so we can take this part, actually.
Awesome. Thank you. Which one was B that was...
I know. I didn't want to look at it.
Will you turn that off now?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't know.
Oh, pleasure. Okay. That wasn't like that one. At least if it wasn't, then I'll take this. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, get mine. Somewhere else. Okay. We need one more, right? Was it? Yeah. Different than what I said before. Nice to meet you, young modern rabbi. Nice to meet you. Which one was it? Yael? Yeah, but I doubt it's Jael, I think. Jael. Right. Jael. Right.
Yeah, I remember you were late. Is that because
No, everyone was over there and stayed late. Their husband and maybe
very sweet. Hi there. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, listen, Mazel Tov, and let's all live in hope, right?
Right. You're not going anywhere. No.
I'm going in here. It's too hot out here.
Did I meet you in Michael's office though once? Did I ever? On the other. Yeah, I know. It's something that you met my sister. I didn't want that. Oh, nice to meet you. Brian. Nice to meet you. We're like your mom and dad.
I'm going to try what
Oh, I've known your husband.
Okay.
I met
it just takes me a second, though, you know. Yeah, because you probably do. But I remember we had a nice Hey, boy. Don't force a smile when you find out how to do this.
dining room and a breakfast room. I mean, it's a spacious apartment.
What would you like about it?
Completely air conditioned.
Black Hills are
Practically all year round.
very nice,
I'm so
very accessible.
convenient to say that when I come here,
Yeah, land, it's great outdoors. It's like a big hiking, hundreds of beautiful lakes.
so
Nice quality
but
life.
everything is in there and messy. And there's no, I brought as little as I possibly could.
It was a real
And
good
I've got
place
it hanging
to go, and
there.
I loved it there. Once you stay there for 2 years, it's like,
I don't know where I'm not used to that, you know. Although I've had
Cost of living
money.
probably must be expensive. Didn't need to make a whole lot of money.
No, you
Well,
Just got rid of one a couple of
make
weeks
much money at
ago.
all.
I thought it was behind, I down in my graveyard. But, hi, should I know you?
Probably not. This is fellow
I'm
attorney.
Michael. Huh?
This is Michael's associate.
I saw a picture of you on the tape.
Right.
I'm Michael's Aunt from Dell.
How are you?
Hi,
Good.
I'm Aunt Reed. Hi. And this is a friend of his mom, Lillian. Yeah, did you see that tape?
No.
They took the tape starting in your office. And I thought
It's
you
like
looked
Philly's,
familiar. We just saw it, didn't we, Steve?
Yeah, the other night, Friday night.
Yeah.
Was it PG rated or?
I know. And then from there, they went to that wedding in San Diego, was it? The family, Mike was in a limousine to this wedding. You know, I mean, I don't think anybody knew my last name. Everybody knew me as Oh, Pam met Michael? Yeah. I don't know, well, they said they were from Chicago. Yeah, right.
How long have you been here?
11 years.
Yeah, my boyfriend
What's that?
Weird. You got an audition, right? Hilton, right? So if it's 2 to 1, I think it's, is it Andrew? Yeah, I didn't worry about it. My wife did that, so he said, I don't want a contract. He said, let me know. 3 days. If I came here today, Mike had to dust me off.
it represents the family, the mishpacha, huh? Good. Is everybody starting to make their way out there too?
Yeah, they're making their way out there. They're wilting.
There will be.
Faster than the flowers. Okay.
All right, so we're pretty much, we can start, we'll start
Let's
with this
begin.
and we'll get everybody else in. Okay, Michael, it's important that you should know that when the witnesses sign this, this is the first part of the marriage process, and which is culminated with the exchange of the ring, really, as we have mentioned. And this lays out your financial obligations as well as domestic responsibilities. So this will be presented to Yifat under the chuppah.
Avi, let the cameraman sit it.
There's also, as a lawyer, you can appreciate what we call the legal nature of kinyan, of acquisition. How do you actually acquire something? And one way that was done was by actually pulling on something. So I would like you to pull on this pen. Okay, good, and that's fine. That was a sign of acquisition. For example, sometimes you pick something up. If you had say you bought a cattle, you couldn't pick them up. So if you like pulling on them, you showed that that was your animal. So you have in essence shown that the ketubah is yours, which will be presented to Yifat. And at that point, then you become obligated for everything that was here. The witnesses, therefore, will attest to the legitimacy of the ketubah and its signing and its binding nature. So now if you would come forth and to sign as the first aid here in Hebrew, and then here right above the first witness on that line. In English.
My last name or
Just on the Hebrew side, just the Hebrew.
How? No?
I have 2 Hebrew names.
Okay, if you're gonna do the civil license, so we'll just need your English. State of California, yeah, hasn't asked for the Hebrew names yet, but
The Orthodox get
okay,
their way.
Gloria, you don't have Ben.
Opinion of the lake.
Okay, that's would you
Yeah.
the usual Hebrew one, right?
Oh, where is it?
Traditional Hebrew format.
Wear that on your voice.
Okay.
Mike. Got a couple?
And Steve, why don't you come on over?
Okay.
Okay, you have us put it. You're going to sign on this line in the Hebrew. Get through that, and we'll have you sign in English over here.
I can do that.
Right. Yeah, if you want to bring the camera, I'll move you a little bit over that way. Okay. He's in. Okay, all right. You have to just come back. Get a full view. Don't do a close up.
It should be in the traditional Hebrew form.
Producing a film here.
Looks like it should be a good movie.
Definitely. We have a play now.
That's right.
A wedding. Tina's wedding or something.
Oh, yeah?
It's a play. Yeah, where the dudes go through the whole
Yeah,
wedding.
that's right.
Okay,
You can.
sign.
Why don't you get like a video cassette
Okay.
Of what?
of the wedding?
We are.
Oh, has he got
Not-
a video cassette?
Not
We are.
required by a ketubah, obviously.
Right, you're stand over there.
The signature of the bride and bridegroom. So if you would
In
just
Hebrew
sign,
and English?
you sign. Well, here it's just, it's a
We'll make it
new
easy.
minhag. So go ahead in English, you can sign.
To make it easy for the
Just
nervous
in English is
newlyweds.
fine.
Right?
It has no bearing on the contract itself. And okay, Mike, if you would, sign right there where it says bridegroom. Okay, now we'll have those of the state license come in. It's a little bit easier. And I'll ask you to sign in two places, if you would. Okay.
Stanley.
Sign in here, if you would, in the presence of. This is just a
My name?
nice
Full name?
certificate. Yes. And you can just put after at in your city of residence at.
I said, no drinking, you can't
Well, I
say
live in
when you're
California.
drunk.
The
Yeah, what?
Woodland Hills in
That's no
California.
excuse, he didn't get ready when you were drunk.
I didn't have the mental capacity.
You're right.
Okay,
Getting
and then
three
here,
goats when you go to
line
the
26 days signature.
I was expecting at least
first,
3
then your
goats, a
address,
couple
the
of
number
cows,
street,
but
then
we'll
the
see.
city, state, and
You live in
city.
I don't know
a
if I
shop.
I'm gonna go call him.
Yeah, right.
You had to sign here?
Wait, did you sign the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you need to do.
Maybe you can get a couple of camels that he's already signed in there.
Fair is fair, you know.
You're right.
You may have to renegotiate when you get to Israel and her family, though.
Yeah, that's true. At that point, I won't have the same kind of bargaining power.
Okay, good. All right, Avi, you're signing this. The second witness on the state license. Do me a favor, sign with in English.
Your signature, I'm so used to
Here
looking at
first.
checks that
Yeah, right. Well, I can't do that. I'm married contract.
And here, just your
I
city.
should have. Yeah, in fact, I was looking at signature.
I was looking at it.
No one will attest that it's mine. I said, no, that one.
I have to go and get a copy of your check and see.
California, good. Now here, this is just a ceremonial license. Now here's the real license. Sign there. That was just to warm you up. Your signature. Okay, the street number and name.
Could be more
And then the
cooler
city,
today.
state, and
A little hot up
In
here.
order, exactly, yeah.
No, I tried. Well,
Oh, it's nice up here.
we're gonna have it at 4 o'clock, but last week about 4 or 5 o'clock, it got to be about
Okay.
45 degrees out there.
Mr. Koch?
Freezing.
Very nice, Yasher Koch. Everybody will serve as a witness. And Michael, now we're going to do the official Bedekin ceremony. All
Okay.
right? This is, remember, as I explained to you, traditional ceremony where the bride was veiled, and it's a sign of modesty. It's also, as I told you, perhaps just to get one last look to make sure that, in fact, your attendant is the one who you had sought out. As the mistaken identity, remember, of Jacob with Rachel and Leah, waking up with the wrong bride in the morning. So, we'll make sure that, I know Yiphat's family is in Israel, but we'll make sure, if you would, to lower the veil over Yiphat. Okay, and at the same time, if you would read these verses in English, right there, so stand close.
May you be fruitful and prosper. May God make you as Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. May the Lord bless you and guard you. May the Lord show you favor and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you kindness and grant you peace. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. Amen. Okay, we're ready, and we'll start.
Okay.
I'll go out. Let me just give me 1 second. I'll go out and
Okay,
I'll get
we
the
can-
show going.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me.
You want us to stand with you or what?
I think it's called.
No, we're,
Cindy?
What's that camera up there doing? My son in the first grade. You hope they make it. She's hoping. So far,
I was never in it. You're lucky. This way, buddy. That was it. I was flipping pizza. Cash register, telephone, oven.
Hi there. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I wish Joanna would live closer because we got resources.
See when you get back. Thank you. That's what they all say.
Why is it falling apart? The cage is so falling apart.
We'll just look at it and say,
When you get the coffee.
nice to meet you.
Are you in Chicago maybe in 2 years?
Are you ready? Great now. Anybody?
Really nice.
According to the birth certificate. I think my parents were. Well, I was the only girl. They were also ecstatic about having a girl. So maybe I'll get to see her. You know, when that's exciting. I hate it. I could serve. I'll ask That's fine. I don't blame you. Yeah, I understand that. All right. Okay. Bye, man. Guys have killed it.
No, it's not, because my birth certificate says property. Well, the theory is that they want a girl so bad. Robin.
No, they want a girl so bad, and I'm so ecstatic that I was a girl. I went so far away.
So I stick, it was the mother got that stick to it.
And with me, it was the opposite. It was like, I'm so happy.
I love my family, but they made me have to react like this.
You know what? It's funny because my little Caterers, caterers child.